Welcome back to the Primitive Camping and Bushcraft Podcast. My name is Chris Spear, and I'm going to be your guide to enjoying the great outdoors. So we are in the cooking section of the book. Last week we went over a few things about like different stuff that I found in an antique shop and stuff like that. So this week we're going to just start running through some items in this book. Yeah, we're going to cover different aspects of cooking. And we've been through this kind of stuff before, but it's going to be kind of fast paced because there's not really much you can really talk about cooking other than showing you what to do and how to cook. And, one of the things about cooking is that you get to get out into the woods and at your campsite and enjoy the time out there through cooking. And, previously before that, we talked about the cooking temperatures and all of the such. And now, as we discussed in the water and gear sections, one of the most essential items you can carry with you into the woods is a metal container. As long as you choose the best type of metal for you, and your needs, the packing pots and pans for your camping trip will pay dividends in campsite kitchens. So everybody knows you got the titaniums, you got your aluminums, you got your stainless steels, you got the cast irons, and you got the enamel wares, and you got all these other different types of things. So one of the beautiful aspects about it is that it's not a one-size-fits-all type ordeal. It's not. And you can do whatever it is that you want to do. For instance, right here on my desk, right in front of the Primitive Camping and Bushcraft Blend coffee, we have a coffee percolator. Now, this is, let's see how many ounces this thing really is on here. It don't say. This thing is old school. It don't have that in there. But I can tell you right now that this is going to be about almost a quart and a half, maybe 2 quart pot tops. All right. So this is going to be 2 quarts tops, if that. 2 quarts, a little less than that. Whatever. So, it's got on the side here, it's got cups here. It's got 5, 7. So it holds 7 cups. 7 cups is 8 ounces a piece, and so we're starting to show my Mississippi math skills, and that's 49, 50 something ounces. So let's look here at this pot. Now, this pot can be used to percolate coffee. It can be used to also cook food. It can be used to boil water. You can take the percolator out. Excuse me. You can take the percolator out, and then you are left with a pot that you can actually boil some water in, boil some food in. So, all these items that's listed in this book are just examples and ideas. It's not written in stone. It's not for you to, you don't have to take it to heart, and it's for you to get a baseline of what works for you. Right here is a metal cup. This is an aluminum cup. It looks like a solo cup, but it's silver. It is aluminum. And you could use that in the woods. Be careful because it could melt if you don't have enough liquid in it. Now, whatever you choose to bring with you to go camping is your prerogative. It's, I just listed the items that are common to camping, not all of them, just mostly the common things. Then, we get into other cook systems. We get the pots and the pans first. You got your Dutch ovens. I got different variations of pots and pans down here. And, actually, I think it would be a great idea to demonstrate to you and show you the various pots and pans. Okay, so what I've done is I've loaded my desk completely down. So if you're watching the video, you can actually see what's happening. If you are listening to the actual podcast, I'll have to do my best to try and visually explain what it is that we are looking at. All right, we're going to start right here. This is a stainless steel pot. Now, it has a handle that opens up, flips over, and has a little latch on the side that just slides down. Somehow it's not really sliding, and it acts as a handle here. And then you take this lid off, and you have a 2-quart or whatever, stainless steel pot here. This thing is pretty handy, and it's compact. It will fold up, and you could throw it right into your backpack. You could put stuff inside the pot itself, and you can use this pot anywhere at any time for any given purpose of boiling water or for cooking food or anything of the such. And it's very handy. It's a nifty little pot. It's all compact, and it's pretty cool, and it's relatively lightweight, but this is stainless steel. Next, we have this is a pot that I started off with years ago. I made this. I did a video on YouTube with this pot. I found this at a salvage store because it didn't have the handle up here, and all I did was take a knob from a cabinet and put up on the top here. This is anodized or hard anodized aluminum, and it has cooked armadillo. It has cooked all kinds of stuff. Now, this pot has been with me for years and years. I have cooked many a pots of beans on here. I made this flat bar that you see at the top as a bale to where I can hang this pot over a fire and cook. Now, this thing is extremely lightweight. This pot right here and I go way back, and this is one of the first pots I started carrying with me into the woods. Now, it's considered a Dutch oven. Now, you can cook biscuits in this, you can cook stews in this, you can cook whatever in this. Now, moving on to the heavy stuff, we have the cast iron Dutch oven. This is a 2-quart cast iron Dutch oven. It weighs about 7 or 8 pounds, and this thing is extremely heavy, and it is hard to carry with you in the woods. It's a 7-inch pot. I've used it for a long time. Originally it came with legs on the bottom, but I cut the legs off and ground it smooth. I did not like the legs on it. Not for a cast iron pot that size. Now, right next to it, Dutch ovens have a purpose, and they actually do what they say they do. And there's a reason why these things are so popular, because Dutch ovens are amazing. Now, you cook your biscuits in there. You can oven cook all kinds of stuff in there. Now, this one is a GSI. This is a 10-inch aluminum, hard aluminum anodized or whatever it is, Dutch oven, and I've seasoned it pretty good, and this thing is ready for the woods. I have not used this pot. I've had it for a year, and I have not cooked in it yet. Every time I went to go camping or cooking in it, something come up and I use something else. But what I like about this is it has the double bales. It has the where it remains more stable like that. And this is, I'm really wanting to use this, and this is the GSI Outdoors. It is a 10-inch aluminum Dutch oven. And that is what I was going to take with me if I was to go on a TV show. Now, getting into the gritty nitty. This is a titanium pot. This is a Keith titanium. This is 750 milliliters, I believe it is. It has the little D-ring on top, standard D-ring that most camping stuff has. Open that up, and then it has the little wings on the side for handles. And most of your camping pots are like this. You can use this to boil water. You can use it to cook your food. This is really ultralight hiking type stuff. This is, extremely lightweight and is very versatile. But it does have hot spots whenever you're cooking on it, like most titanium does. Titanium and stainless steel do have hot spots. Now, I want to show you, well, let's go right here. This in my hands is the Uberleben Kessel pot. Is it Kessel? I believe it is. And it is their variation of a cooking system. And this is a unique because the handle is over the top. So apparently you can fill it up with some liquid and you can put a toggle through here and actually suspend your pot over the fire. Now, if you're not watching this video, what they have here is just like a little stainless steel pot, and it has a handle, and the handle goes up and over and to the top of the pot. So this thing is pretty cool. I have used it, and I have cooked many meals in this thing on my my Uberleben stove, twig stove, biomass stove. So now we got one more pot on my desk that I want to cover. And this was a antique store find. I found this dude in the antique store. And what it was is this was a all-in-one cook system. And since then, the actual stove is gone. It's no longer with the system here. But if this is a Coleman, it's a Coleman cook system. So what you have, you take the lid off and you have a skillet. And this is aluminum, and it's this is dated back into the 70s. So this is a 1970s version. If I would have found the actual cook system in here, it would have been awesome. It had a propane stove or a Coleman fuel stove. So what you do is you take the handles here. The handles slide into the bottom of these wings like that, and you have a skillet to cook with over an open fire, over a stove, whatnot. And then you could do the same thing for the pot. This is a pot, and you could put a handle here, or you could put two handles on this, just like this and this. That way you can carry it like this, be more sturdy. All right, now, but I've wanted to put this together and do it like a survival kit, and that leads me to another one that I want to show you. I have to get up and go get it. It's right over here, that I have yet to do anything with, and I found it at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works when the last time I was there in Tennessee several years ago. So everybody has seen these. This is just your little standard camping cup, and you can cook some food in that. It has the wings on the side that wrap around as a handle. And when people visualize camping, this is pretty much what they see. And these little handles right here allows you to drink or eat or hold it right there. Watch out. It can be very hot if you cook over open flames. Now, what I got up to show you was this S-A, however you want to pronounce it. They make the knives. So this is a little survival kit that they have, and you can make it a mess kit. This flips around, and then this comes off, and then you could cook something in here, and you could use this as a plate. Now, you can also make this into a survival kit, and you can put your gear and stuff inside this kit, pack it inside your bag, and take it with you. Now, this is not, I liked it. I bought it for that reason, and to build a kit. I have not built a kit yet. So but this is pretty cool. Now, I got one last thing that a lot of people may be familiar with is the Pathfinder bush pot set. It's the woodland camp chef or woodland chef camp, whatever. It's whatever. But it's one of the most common outdoors. And you got stainless steel. And then inside that, you have a 10-inch skillet. Right here, you got a little skillet to use, and I've cooked many of breakfasts in this skillet. But most recently, I have found another pot that is going to take its place at an antique shop. I think I covered this last week. This is bigger than the Pathfinder skillet. It's lighter. It's actually the exact same weight. The only but the only thing different from this skillet to this skillet is the handle does not fold up. And I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a folding handle. Then I got the, like I showed you, the cold handle skillet, the Snow King right there. Now, opening up this bush kit, you have another pot here. And then it's like the little Russian doll. You keep opening it up and you get another one. And then I think that's it in here. But what I like about this, and we can discuss this here in a little bit, is that with this grate that comes in it, you can convert either one of these pots into a bushcraft oven, and you can actually cook with it. So, all right, now we'll put all this stuff back up eventually. I'm doing a lot of videos on YouTube about cooking or covering cooking. And that is the pretty much the majority of all the pots that I have. I have some enamelware pots. I have some more carbon steel skillets and stuff like that I have put away. But yeah, that is pretty much all the pots and pans that I would choose from to go with. The majority of the time, I take the woodland chef kit, and take it just for simplicity's sake. Most of the time, I take one pot out of that and the skillet. That's it. That's all. The biggest advantage to that is the canvas bag that it comes in. That way, you don't get none of the soot and all the other garbage all over you. Now that's going to be easy enough to replicate. You can do something else and make your own. You don't have to buy that kit just for that bag. You can actually buy a bag and wax it yourself. You can, you don't even have to wax it. Just buy a bag and keep washing it. Wax does keep the water from getting in or out. But it keeps the soot from getting all over your gear. So now that we've done that, I guess this is going to be a relatively short week here. Next week, we'll be getting into the stoves, the ovens, the grills, stuff of that nature. And, we'll start talking about that. And, I'm going to start doing a lot more videos about this subject of cooking, camp cooking. On my YouTube channel. Now, I've created a camp out in the back behind my pond to where I am going to start demonstrating camp cooking out there. It's easier for me to do it there and show you how to cook in a camp than it is for me to load up the boat and head out to the river for a couple of days, and I can just get more videos spit out that way. Not that I wouldn't. Every time I go camping, that's the first thing on my mind is what are we eating? What kind of food we got. So now Now that we got, let's see, we're about 22 minutes in on this one, but now we're going to be heading over to stoves, ovens, and grills. Then we're going to be doing propane stoves, and then the bedroll stoves and the bush pot oven. We'll be doing that next week, and then after that, it's going to be. We're going to move on from the book. We're going to be talking about the book, but we're going to be talking about camping, talking about the outdoors, and we're going to continue. The book's still going to be the thing, but we're going to move on from the book and start moving into outdoor adventure type stuff, because this will be the second time that we've been page for page all the way through this book. So we're going to start seeing if we can get some individuals on here to discuss different stuff with the podcast, their experiences with the camping and cooking and just having a good time in the great outdoors. So, all right, guys, I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to the next one, and I will see you next time. God bless you.